हे कल्याणी Sa सर्वपूजिता निर्मला माता विश्ववन्दिता निर्मला माता सर्वपूजिता निर्मला माता निर्मला माता निर्मला माता।
Jai Shri Mataji. We'll start today's meditation. Let us give ourselves bandhan and then we'll begin with our candling. बंधन देके शुरुआत करते हैं, उसके बाद में हम कैंडलिंग करेंगे. So keep the bandhan with attention on our hands where we are feeling the vibrations, and with that we give the bandhan. Now let us not do even the candling mechanically. So we have to see everything where we are doing it with full attention. कैंडलिंग भी हम मैकेनिकली नहीं करेंगे, पूरा अटेंशन श्री माता जी पे होना जरूरी है. और हर एक मंत्र पे माँ के ऊपर चित्त रखना है, हमारे सहस्रार पे चित्त रखना है और उसी वक्त कैंडलिंग पे रखना है. So during the candling we have to see that we put our attention on Shri Mataji, on each and every mantra which we say it, and also on the candle. So please focus on that. Shri Mataji, Adi Shakti Ma, please help us to do this candling so that we can clear our system, separate system. So first of all, we will be doing the candling on for our Muladhara chakra. So let's do it. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Ganesha Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Sumukha Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Sumukha Namo Namaha. Shri Ekadanta Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Ekadanta Namo Namaha. Shri Kapila Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Kapila Namo Namaha. Shri Gajakannaka Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Gajakannaka Namo Namaha. Shri Lambodar Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Lambodar Namo Namaha. Shri Vikata Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Vikata Namo Namaha. Shri Vignanasha Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Vignanasha Namo Namaha. Shri Ganadip Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Ganadip Namo Namaha. Shri Dumraketu Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Dumraketu Namo Namaha. Shri Ganadyaksha Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Ganadyaksha Namo Namaha. Shri Balachandra Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Balachandra Namo Namaha. Shri Gajanana Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Gajanana Namo Namaha. Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we are going to work on with Shri Mahakali mantras. So this is 108 Mahakali mantras. Whole left side, पूरा लेफ्ट साइड पे कैंडलिंग करना है महाकाली मंत्र के लिए. ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. श्री महाकाली ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली नमो नमः श्री कामधेनु ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कामधेनु नमो नमः श्री कामस्वरूपा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कामस्वरूपा नमो नमः श्री वरदा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री वरदा नमो नमः श्री जगदानंदकारिणी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री जगदानंदकारिणी नमो नमः श्री जगत जीवमयी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री जगत जीवमयी नमो नमः श्री वज्रकंकाली ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री वज्रकंकाली नमो नमः श्री शांता ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शांता नमो नमः श्री सुधा सिंधु निवासिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सुधा सिंधु निवासिनी नमो नमः श्री निद्रा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निद्रा नमो नमः श्री तामसी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री तामसी नमो नमः श्री नंदिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री नंदिनी नमो नमः श्री सर्व आनंद स्वरूपिणी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सर्व आनंद स्वरूपिणी नमो नमः श्री परमानंद रूपा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री परमानंद रूपा नमो नमः श्री स्तुत्या ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री स्तुत्या नमो नमः श्री पद्मालय ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पद्मालय नमो नमः श्री सदा पूज्य ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सदा पूज्य नमो नमः श्री सर्व प्रियंकारी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सर्व प्रियंकारी नमो नमः श्री सर्व मंगला ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सर्व मंगला नमो नमः श्री पूर्णा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पूर्णा नमो नमः श्री विलासिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री विलासिनी नमो नमः श्री अमोघा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अमोघा नमो नमः श्री भगवती ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भगवती नमो नमः श्री सुखदा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सुखदा नमो नमः श्री निष्कामा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निष्कामा नमो नमः श्री मधुकैतवहंत्री ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मधुकैतवहंत्री नमो नमः महिषासुरगदिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् महिषासुरगदिनी नमो नमः रक्तबीज विनाशिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् रक्तबीज विनाशिनी नमो नमः नरकांतका ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् नरकांतका नमो नमः श्री उग्रचंडेश्वरी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री उग्रचंडेश्वरी नमो नमः श्री क्रोधिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री क्रोधिनी नमो नमः श्री उग्रप्रभा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री उग्रप्रभा नमो नमः श्री चामुंडा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चामुंडा नमो नमः श्री खड्गपालिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री खड्गपालिनी नमो नमः श्री बसवरासुरी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री बसवरासुरी नमो नमः श्री शत्रुमर्दिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शत्रुमर्दिनी नमो नमः श्री गणपतिता ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणपतिता नमो नमः श्री रक्तदंतिका ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री रक्तदंतिका नमो नमः श्री रक्तप्रिया ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री रक्तप्रिया नमो नमः श्री कपालिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कपालिनी नमो नमः श्री कुरुकुल विरोधिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुरुकुल विरोधिनी नमो नमः श्री कृष्णदेह ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कृष्णदेह नमो नमः श्री नरमुंदली ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री नरमुंदली नमो नमः श्री गलद्रुधिरभूषणा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गलद्रुधिरभूषणा नमो नमः श्री प्रैतन्य परायणा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री प्रैतन्य परायणा नमो नमः श्री लोलजिह्वा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री लोलजिह्वा नमो नमः श्री कुंडलिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी नमो नमः श्री नागकन्या ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री नागकन्या नमो नमः श्री पतिव्रता ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पतिव्रता नमो नमः श्री शिवसंगी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शिवसंगी नमो नमः श्री विसंगी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री विसंगी नमो नमः श्री भूतपति प्रिय ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भूतपति प्रिय नमो नमः श्री प्रेतभूमि कृतालय ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री प्रेतभूमि कृतालय नमो नमः श्री दैत्येन्द्रमतिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री दैत्येन्द्रमतिनी नमो नमः श्री चंद्रस्वरूपिणी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चंद्रस्वरूपिणी नमो नमः श्री प्रसन्न पद्मवदना ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री प्रसन्न पद्मवदना नमो नमः श्री स्मेरवक्त्र ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री स्मेरवक्त्र नमो नमः श्री सुलोचना ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सुलोचना नमो नमः श्री सुदंती ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सुदंती नमो नमः श्री सिंदूररुणमस्तका ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सिंदूररुणमस्तका नमो नमः श्री सुकैशी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सुकैशी नमो नमः श्री स्मितहास्य ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री स्मितहास्य नमो नमः श्री महतकूजा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महतकूजा नमो नमः श्री प्रियभाषिणी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री प्रियभाषिणी नमो नमः श्री शुभाषिणी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शुभाषिणी नमो नमः श्री मुक्तकेशी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मुक्तकेशी नमो नमः श्री चंद्रकोटि समप्रभा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चंद्रकोटि समप्रभा नमो नमः श्री अगत रूपिणी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अगत रूपिणी नमो नमः श्री मनोहरा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मनोहरा नमो नमः श्री मनोरमा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मनोरमा नमो नमः श्री वश्य ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री वश्य नमो नमः श्री सर्व सौंदर्य निलया ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सर्व सौंदर्य निलया नमो नमः श्री रक्त ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री रक्ता नमो नमः श्री स्वयंभू कुसुम प्राण ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री स्वयंभू कुसुम प्राण नमो नमः श्री स्वयंभू कुसुम मन्मदा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री स्वयंभू कुसुम मन्मदा नमो नमः श्री शुक्र पूज्य ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शुक्र पूज्य नमो नमः श्री शुक्रष्टा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शुक्रष्टा नमो नमः श्री शुक्रात्मिका ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शुक्रात्मिका नमो नमः श्री शुक्र निंदक नाशिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शुक्र निंदक नाशिनी नमो नमः निशुंभ शुंभ संहर्त्री ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् निशुंभ शुंभ संहर्त्री नमो नमः श्री वन्ही मंडल मध्यस्था ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री वन्ही मंडल मध्यस्था नमो नमः श्री वीरजननी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री वीरजननी नमो नमः श्री त्रिपुरमालिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री त्रिपुरमालिनी नमो नमः श्री कारली ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कारली नमो नमः श्री पाशिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पाशिनी नमो नमः श्री गौर रूपा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गौर रूपा नमो नमः श्री गौरदंस्tra ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गौरदंस्tra नमो नमः श्री चंडी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चंडी नमो नमः श्री सुमति ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सुमति नमो नमः श्री पुण्यदा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पुण्यदा नमो नमः श्री तपस्विनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री तपस्विनी नमो नमः श्री क्षमा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री क्षमा नमो नमः श्री तरंगिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री तरंगिनी नमो नमः श्री शुद्ध ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शुद्ध नमो नमः श्री सर्वेश्वरी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सर्वेश्वरी नमो नमः श्री गरिष्ठा ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गरिष्ठा नमो नमः श्री जयशालिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री जयशालिनी नमो नमः श्री चिंतामणि ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चिंतामणि नमो नमः श्री अद्वैत भोगिनी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अद्वैत भोगिनी नमो नमः श्री योगेश्वरी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री योगेश्वरी नमो नमः श्री भोगदारिणी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भोगदारिणी नमो नमः श्री भक्त भविता ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भक्त भविता नमो नमः श्री साधक आनंद संतोष ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री साधक आनंद संतोष नमो नमः श्री भक्तवत्सला ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भक्तवत्सला नमो नमः श्री भक्त आनंदमयी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भक्त आनंदमयी नमो नमः श्री भक्त शंकरी ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भक्त शंकरी नमो नमः श्री भक्ति संयुक्ता ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री भक्ति संयुक्ता नमो नमः श्री निष्कलंका ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निष्कलंका नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। Okay, now we can end our candling for today. Candling हम खत्म करते हैं, ज्ञान की शुरुआत करें। let's pray. Shrimataji, Adi Shakti Ma, please destroy all the negative influence of Bhuts, Badas, Raksas, satanic forces within me and in my life. Srimataji, Adi Shakti Ma, please destroy all the Bhuts, Badas, Raksasas and satanic forces which are within me and which are in my life. Shumatari, Hari Shaktima, please destroy all the satanic forces attacking my spiritual evolution, my health, and my family. Shumatari, Hari Shaktima, please destroy all the satanic forces which are attacking to me, to my health, and to my family. Now we will clean both of the hands and we'll write our own name on our left hand and then we will give bandhan to ourselves. So write your own name on your left hand. अपने बाएं हाथ में अपना खुद का नाम लिखिए और अपने आप हम बंधन देते अपने आप को. Shumata ji, Adi Shakti Ma, please take care of me, my health, my spirituality, my prosperity, peace within me. Okay, now clean it. Now this is how we give ourselves bandhan. ऐसे हम अपने आप को बंधन दे सकते हैं. Now we'll say the Lord's Prayer. Shrimataji, Adi Shakti Ma, O Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom comes. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us these days our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever and ever. Amen. Now, the same way, this is Mother's Prayer. The prayer to Shumata. Shumataji, he Adi Shakti Ma, who art on earth, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day thy divine vibrations, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into Maya, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the Father, the children, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Now, these are 10 names of Sahasrara. Attention on Sahasrara. We are meditating on Srimati. Srimataji had said that we have to remember these mantras. She dwells in Muladhara Chakra as Kundalini Mahim Muladhara. Please say it also, the same mantra. Shri Muladhara Nilaya. Om Dvamev Saksak Shri Muladhara Nilaya Namo Namaha. She cuts the knot of Brahma. She helps the devotee to consciously transcend his wakeful state. Shri Brahma Granthi Vivedini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahma Kranti Vividini Namo Namaha. After cutting the Brahma Kranti, Sri Lalita appears in Manipura to the devotee. Here the devotee feels the unreality of a wakeful state. Shri Manipurantha Rudita. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Manipurantha Rudita Namo Namaha. She cuts the knot of Vishnu. If this is done, the devotee perceives the unreality of his individuality as body, mind, and life. He loses their consciousness. Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibedini. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibedini Namo Namaha. She is inside the Agnya Chakra at the junction of the eyebrows. Here, the devotee loses most of the sense of individuality, which act is completed in the next name. Shri Agnya Chakranta Ralastha. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Agnya Chakranta Ralastha Namo Namaha. She cuts the knot of Rudra. Here, after the Jiva, the soul loses his individual consciousness and become one with the cosmic consciousness, Shiva, in Sahasrara. Shri Rudra Granthi Vibedini. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Rudra Granthi Vibedini Namo Namaha. She is the essence of Sahasrara Chakra. She dwells there as Sakshi or Chitkala. In the liberated souls, this is moksha. Shri Sahasram Puja Rudha. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Sahasram Puja Rudha Namo Namaha. She reigns the quietness of the nectar. The devotee feels incomparable bliss in his state. Here culminates the Kundalini sadhana. Shri Sudha Sarabhi Varshini. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Sudha Sarabhi Varshini Namo Namaha. She is dwelling like a lightning. This is how she appears to devotees in the sadhana. Shri Tatilata Samaruchi. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Tatilata Samaruchi Namo Namaha. She is above the sixth chakra. Shri Shata Chakropari Samstita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shata Chakropari Samstita Namo Namaha. She is fond of the feast of her union with Shiva or sees great power. Shri Mahashakti. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Mahashakti Namo Namaha. She is Kundalini, Shri Kundalini. Om Tvameva Saksat Shri Kundalini Namo Namaha. She cannot reach through thoughts or mental processes. Shri Bhavanagamya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhavanagamya Namo Namaha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Divyai Namo Namaha. Shrimataji, Yad Shakti, take us all beyond our mind and the body. Now we are going to listen to the lecture of Shrimataji, the same lecture which we are not able to listen properly on Monday. This lecture is, given by Shumataji on how to get into meditation. 1979, November 18. On Facebook, you can see the subtitles in Hindi automatically by Google.
The creation of God is going to get its fulfillment and is going to know its meaning. It is that great. Perhaps we do not realize it, but when we say we are Sahajogis, you have to know that to be a Sahajogi, how much identified you should be with the truth of Sahaja Yoga. And so many misidentifications which are hanging on to you must be got rid of. People call it a sacrifice. I do not think it is a sacrifice. If you think something is hampering your way, you try to take out that hurdle. In the same way, if you stand out from your obstructions, you will be able to understand that these obstructions are standing in your way and they are not your own. They are stopping your progress. So you should get this misidentification out of your minds completely and try to be more and more yourself and not a misidentification. This is one of the problems I think people have here. Whenever I get any complaints or anything, I understand that still the level of understanding about Sahaja Yoga is not up to that point. It's a tremendous task. And for that, if you are the people who have to come up, and if you are the people who have to fight it, you have to understand it in its full extent and also understand where you stand, how much you have to do, how much you have to improve yourself, because you are the people who are going to take this Sahaja Yoga to that position where it has to reach. Because as far as I am concerned, I have nothing to do anymore. I have done it. Now it is for you to receive, you have to imbibe into it, and you have to change the whole thing. That is your job, and that's why it is a serious matter. The second point, I always have been saying that due to ego problem, we are very much disintegrated. We are so disintegrated that the connection with the divine is never properly established. As I have said, that this instrument, if it is divided into 5 parts, and all the 5 parts are fighting with each other, you cannot get anything done through this instrument, though it is connected to the leaves. In the same way, if you still remain disintegrated, you cannot get that connection. For example, you see, people come down here, I see, for Sahaja Yoga. Now they have other interests, and there's other priorities, other things are there, which are very important for them. All the time they are wasting their time for that. And then they will say that, well, we are not progressing much in Sahaja. If you decide, as he has told, that we have to do Sahaja Yoga first, and the other things are secondary, then only the Sahaja Yoga can be really established into you. We have some Sahaja Yogis of a very high level, I know that. And we have some of very mediocre level. Some will be absolutely useless, and some will be absolutely thrown out. We have all types. That also I do. Now it is for you to decide. Where do you go? How far you are going to? If you are going to waste your time in thinking about other Sahaja Yogis and small things and trivial things as he has said, your disintegration is going to be increased. You are going to separate it much more because all this decision is taken through your ego. I don't like it, I don't do it, I don't see it. If you could somehow or other see your ego working, then you can get rid of it. And that is the thing one has to do, not to fight the ego. I never say fight the ego, but surrendering is the only way your ego can go. And that's why the progress in the West, as you have seen it, is much less that is in India. Take his case, I would say, a particular case of Venugopalan is really remarkable. Because he is a man who is holding a very big position in England. If hierarchy, even if a person who is a say a dishwasher, he comes to Sahaj Yoga. Still his ego is so big, even our Prime Minister won't have such a big ego as he has. I mean, the way he talk like that, I don't like it, I do this thing. I'm myself amazed the way people, you see, everybody has become the King of England or what, the way they talk. See, this is something one should tell people when they come here, that don't waste Mataji's energy in arguing and this and that. Because everybody thinks well of themselves here. And that is the biggest hurdle that they have. When they even come first time, you find it so difficult. I have to show all my appreciation of their ego all the time just to satisfy them so that they come around. And this is how the progress becomes less. Now, in his case, he is a person who has been to all kinds of horrible gurus. And his wife has been also to another, all kinds of horrible gurus. Because of another extreme in India we have, that we must respect all the saints. But these days the saints are fake saints. Not only fake saints, but some of them are devils. So they are not going to say they are devils. When they do not say they are devils or whatever it is, they do not come in the proper form. These simple innocent people who are seeking God, just go to them, give their heart, do everything, and then they find that they are devils. Once they discover they are devils, then they are surprised. Then they come back from there, they go to another guru, they go to another guru, but the harm is done. But they get rid of that harm because they recognize that harm has been done and they know what is the truth, is what is to expect. I would say it is the blessing of that country that people know what to expect. You see, like people would not like to go, those who are really of a very good quality people, will not go to a man who shows some sort of a sensationalization or some sort of a, what you call, chamatkar, is a miracle. They would not. But they go to other secular people who are very cunning and they put up another kind of a show and just say that no, this is the way you can achieve the happiness. And that's how most of the surgeries in India also have been, except for the village people and the district people. Most of the city people have been to some guru or some. But despite all that, they have left everything. I have told them you have to beat them with shoes, they do everything morning, every day he does his sadhana for 1 hour. Though he is a very busy man. Here even to get up in the morning, people grudge. I mean, what can you do with such slow moving people? You see, it's absolutely very difficult. And this is what I feel that we must understand, that we have a very great responsibility in the West, because this has to happen in London, it has to happen in England to begin with. And that's why you bear a very big responsibility. You have to evaluate yourself and you have to evaluate Sahaja Yoga again and again and again. And know that what makes you slow is your ego. Or even super ego is there, no doubt. But ego is the main problem. I must tell you, ego is the main problem. But I dare not say to anyone, this is your ego, because that will just jump on your mind. But try to see your ego, how it is deviating. Because it is your own choice you are seeking. It is your own property you are seeking. It is your own that is hidden from you, for which you have been seeking for ages now. That is what I have to expose for you. What is there to argue with a person who is trying to give you the highest? It's just a waste of energy. Do not waste your energy on these things, onto frivolous things, about finding fault. Now he has been organizing our daily camp. He is the one who has organized our printing of the book and all. Show that. I have not known. I have not known any problems. You just tell them that this has to happen, all right. I do not know how it works. You have stayed in Delhi, you have seen how many people were there. Never a problem. Did you hear anybody complaining? Or anybody quarreling or fighting among themselves? Nothing of it. You see, this is not a sign of intelligence either, of all the time trying to find faults with it. Or trying to blame yourself. Both things are wrong. Best thing is to grow in wisdom. We must grow in wisdom. We'll ourselves see that we are becoming wiser and wiser. Some of you are really very grown up, and some of you still go up and down. and some of you stay very late. So all of us have to get up and all of us have to go together. If somebody has also achieved something, it is of no use to Sahaja Yoga, as I've told you. It's a collective thing that is going to work. All of you have to work it out. And it is so sweet that you have real brothers and sisters all over the world today. When you will go there with the full heart, they are going to receive. As you have received it with full heart. But we all must come up to a point where we can face each other with full love, with openness, without any worry about anything, without any fear of anyone. But just they are your brothers and you are their brothers. And that you have to love. That's only possible when we get out of our fears here. Because there is also another side to it that ego always have a fear. Because it addresses others, it is afraid also. Because it knows others can address. So this is a point we have got to think about. But that never means that you in any way despise yourself. Never. You are saints, you must know. You are realized souls. How many there are realized souls in this world? How many there are who can raise the Kundalini? How many there are who understand what is vibration? I am going to tell you on Guru Puja what things you have achieved and how many things you have got within you, still now which are working, and how your chakras are awakened through surgery. As he says, yes, it has happened. But what are you doing about it? It's the greatest of greatest that can happen to anyone that you know. Also, you know, this is the greatest happening which was prophesied long time back as the last judgment. You know that this is the way you are going to be judged. So we have to work very hard. We have to work. It is effortlessly given to you, all right. But to maintain it, to keep it up, to go high, we have to religiously work it out with a very humble attitude, receiving more and more and more, imbibing it into your being. Let it trickle into your being completely, covering it. Let that joy, that eternal bliss come into you. I'm so anxious for that. Do not make yourself a small person. Have a bigger vision. Have a bigger idea. Because now you belong to the bigger thing. The biggest of all. The primordial. The highest. To the Virata. If you realize your importance, then you work it out. See, if you see an Indian surgeon, you'll be amazed. He sleeps for only 2-3 hours or 4 hours. But he'll not give up his sadhana. If he can get a full sleep, he's all right. First thing is saying 1 hour for sadhana in the morning, I get it out somehow. But sleep, we have been sleeping all our lives. We have to correct ourselves. We have to rise. We have to go ahead. To achieve your own. That's the main point. See your own selfishness, I'm telling you. To know yourself is the greatest selfishness. If you do not know yourself, all the selfishness is useless. As we call it swartha, in Sanskrit it is said swartha. Swartha means selfishness. Swartha. If you break it, swartha. If you know the meaning of your swar, means yourself, then it is the greatest selfishness. So this is what it is. And we are very happy that he's here. We'll be going to India also next year. We are planning to come to India. And you are going to meet lots of them. They come to Delhi and Bombay. They are all waiting for you. They are all planning how to receive you. They are so happy that so many of Sir Yogis from London and all over will be coming, and you know how they look after you and how they are happy and how they are joyous. And certain things definitely have gone wrong with us. We know that. We should understand them because these are the troubles of our overthinking and over reading and over domination. But we can get rid of it very easily. It is just to detach yourself and see for yourself, addressing yourself. Now, Mr. How are you? If you say like that, immediately your attention will go through yourself. You see your outwardly. That is very important. The more you see yourself clearly, the better it is. You have to face yourself. And you do not want to face, you are afraid of facing yourself because you have been aggressing others and you are afraid to aggress in a way that is towards yourself. But there won't be any aggression because that's the perfect state. When you see yourself, neither you aggress anyone, nor you are aggressed by anyone. You just see yourself clearly. And that is what you have to see. Gradually you start seeing your chakras, you see your problems, your thing, you know that, how gradually it develops. But everybody wants a quick results. It's alright. If you want quick results, alright. Are you like that? If you are like that, you will get a quick result. If you are not, then be patient with yourself. Not with me, but with yourself. I'm saying you have to be patient because there's a problem with you. So you have to be patient with yourself and not with anybody else. That's the main point. If you are patient with yourself, this is a long promised thing which you are going to do. But you must learn to be patient with yourself and not to be angry with yourself, not to debase yourself, or not to aggress yourself onto others. It's a very simple. It's the simplest thing to do. But because of our complex life and our complicated thinking, we have become quite twined up into things. It can easily get out. You can just slip out of it without any difficulty. I know that. You can do it. So forget about all these things. Like my father, my sister, my brother, all these problems will be burnt in no time as soon as your light runs straight. Everything will burn up. Nothing will be left but your light and others who will come to you for enlightenment. I know that we are going to have a big day for a Guru Puja. Before that, I'm requested to prepare yourself. I may do something big, but I must have a proper recipient so that you must prepare yourself. Think about it. Are you loving others? Are you in love? Are you in love with everyone? Just to think that you love everyone is so great. I mean, you ask me. Everybody says, Mother, you look so young, how do you do it? Because I always think of how much I am to love. This is so much love I have to give for. Just think how great it is to love. You know how people treat me sometimes. I still love. I enjoy playing in the same way you should love. And love is the thing that is going to unfold beautifully like a lotus, opens out its petals and the beautiful fragrance starts flowing. In the same way, your heart will open out and the fragrance of love will spread throughout the world. It will ring into. I know it can happen. The sooner the better. And the choice is your own, which you have to make a choice. So I'm very happy because such a beautiful song to hear. And just before Christmas, which is a very big thing for me, you know that. And in the same way, we are having another Christmas now. Christmas to celebrate our new Christ born within us. Let us prepare for his coming. And how we prepare is not by running away from yourself, not by getting into frivolous things, but by working it out beautifully. Cleansing has to be done if the self has to be established in the temple of this being. May God bless you all. Now first, before meditating, in your heart, or you should see in your heart, and there try to put your Guru in the core of it. After establishing in the heart, you must bow to that. With full devotion and dedication. Now, whatever you do with your mind after realization is not imagination, because now your mind, your imagination is itself enlightened. So project yourself in such a way that you humble down at the feet of your Guru. And now ask for the necessary temperament needed for meditation, or atmosphere needed for meditation. Meditation is when you are one with the divine. Now, if there are thoughts coming in, first you have to say the first mantra, of course, and then watch inside. Also, you must say mantra of Ganesha will help some people. And then you should watch inside. And see for yourself which is the biggest hurt. First, the thought. Now, for the thought, you have to say the mantra of Nirvichara. That Tvameva Sakshat, Nirvichar, Sakshat, Sri Mataji, Nirmala Devi, Namo Namah. Should say it thrice. Now we come to the hurdle of your ego, because see, the thought has stopped now, no doubt, but there's still a pressure on the head. So, if it is ego, you have to say, Tvameva Sakshat, Mahat Ahankara. Mahat means the great, Ahankara means the ego. Sakshat Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Say twice. Okay. Now, even now, if you find that ego is still there, then you have to raise your left side to push it back to the right hand side with your hand, one hand towards the photograph. Push the left side higher and right side low, so the ego and superego get the balance. Do it 7 times. Try to feel how you are feeling inside. See? Now you raise your Kundalini. Ask for the head and tie it. Again raise your Kundalini. Up on the head and tight. Again raise your Kundalini and tighter. Now at the Sahasrara, you should say the mantra of Sahasrara. Try. Not super loud. Now, you can open again your Sahasrara and say, just take it down again and see that you are stationed there. Once this has been done, then you go into meditation. This is like cleansing. We call it jnana. Now, if you find any other obstruction, you can also say, like if you have got, say, Mahakali's problem, you can say that mantra, clear it, and then you sit down for meditation. Any individual thing, you can take it up. Like if you have the ego problem, if you think, then you should start with Mahatankara. This is what you have to find out. What is your problem? Where is the Kundalini stopping? You can feel it within yourself. Some of you may not feel. If you do not feel it or you feel it. If you are not feeling it in yourself, then feel it or you feel it. You can feel it. How is it now? Better? Where is the problem? Central heart. Alright, hold your breath. Not with great force, just ordinary. Alright? Alright? Wait. Better now? Once again? Alright. Hold your breath. Wait. Better. Keep your eyes open again. Hold it. Great. That's enough. Alright? Now left side. Put your left hand to right hand up. Left hand to the right hand. Like this. The left like this. Better. Reverse. Overthinking gives you liver also. Better. Next one. And down.
Shri Mataji, Adi Shaktima. Thank you very much for today's marvelous meditation. And thanks to all the Sahajas. Jai Shri Mataji.